Hey guys, it's me. Welcome back to another video. Today I will be teaching you some pop flash lineups that you could do with KO. The left click pop flash lineups, not the right click ones. I made a flash in-depth guide on how to basically use it, and you can check the link in the description. It will give you a brief idea about how KO's flash works and how you could use it for an advantage. There I specifically mentioned that if you want to be a good initiator KO, you have to learn some left click lineups or get used to it with muscle memory. The left click flash is quite unpredictable if you are using KO for the first time. The more and more you use the left click flash, the more and more you will learn to judge the distance with muscle memory rather than having to learn lineups again and again. So I make these videos in hopes that you can use it to train your muscle memory and maybe improve on judging the distance with left click flashes. In this video I will discuss some basic pop flashes that I have discovered in ASCENT, and you can use them and train with them. First thing to understand is that KO's left click flashes act in a different way depending on what you do. When you stand, the left click goes at some distance, but if you run backwards, the flash actually travels less distance, just like in CS. In CS, if you do a running backwards flash, the flash would cover a very small distance, but in Valorant it seems that the running backwards and flashing depends on the velocity. If you have very less velocity, the flash will not travel like the distance that it should. It travels a bit more than what it should. So if you want to do a running backwards flash, you will have to run backwards quite a lot. If you run forwards and do the left click flash, it also travels quite a long distance. And yeah, these three types of flashes are necessary for you to understand. Let's get right into the different lineups. The first flash is a pop flash towards A long. Just come towards here and aim at the top of the antenna towards the left side and do the left click throw. It will pop flash right into the enemy's face. Anyone trying to go vines or even holding with an op will be blind for a long time, which will give you an advantage and you can take control of long. The second flash is a follow-up to the first flash that you could use to try and peek. This flash will blind anybody in heaven, in generator, close left, close right, and maybe green box. Just come towards here, aim as shown, and just throw. One thing to note is that this flash will bounce off a wall, so you will have to inform your teammate to face the wall before trying to peek. The third flash is a flash towards mid. In most cases, people would simply flash close to them in order to peek high mid, but the flash that's shown here is pretty good. Just come towards high mid, aim above, and just do a running throw. They should flash right above mid towards market, so they should blind anybody in market or anybody trying to do aggressive peek towards B-link. And if you aim a bit lower, it should also flash anybody towards the left and right corners, giving your teammates quite a lot of advantage. The third flash shown here is a flash towards A side in case you want your teammates to push in. It's a pop flash that flashes quite many spots. It flashes aggressive heaven peaks, aggressive box peaks, triple peaks, generator, left and right, and it's a really good flash if you want your teammates to push through. Just come towards the same spot, aim as shown, and do a running jump throw. Okay, running jump throw, and they should flash anybody in this area, as you can see. The next flash is a retake flash for people to push through as the defenders. Come to the place as shown, aim anywhere in this middle section, and just do a simple throw. And they should blind anybody holding heaven, triple box, under heaven, generator, shorts, and long as well. So this is a really good flash. This is a very aggressive flash that you could use if you want your teammates to push through a long. Just aim above as shown towards this section and just do a running jump throw. You can combine this with this running jump throw from heaven with the same spot that I had aimed for below, and they should enable your teammates to push through A long aggressively in case they need it. The next flash is a flash towards A long again from generator. This flash is for the people trying to push A long to try and get information or to be in control and etc. Just come towards generator, aim at the edge, and then aim as shown. So simply do a left click throw, and this should pop flash towards the backside. You should inform your teammates to look forwards in order for them to not get blind. This will also flash anybody holding towards long side, so it's a really good flash. The next flash sections is towards mid. If you have mid control, you can just come towards the stair side, aim as shown, and do a left click throw. They should pop flash anybody inside short and give your teammates an insane advantage. One thing to note is that left click flashes have high velocity, so it's very hard to dodge for enemies. That's why left click flashes is a really good idea. If you do a backward left click throw, it's also fine, but it's easier to dodge than a simple left click flash. And this is a really good pop flash if you want to use. This is a backwards flash that I was talking about. It's also fine, but I think the left click flash with the maximum velocity is good. If you want like a increased velocity flash, you can do a running flash. Just come towards here, aim towards this pillar box thing and the second pillar behind you. aim as shown, and run till the crosshair meets the down point and do a run through. This is a high velocity flash, so it's quite hard to dodge, and people cannot hear the flash coming through. The next flash is a flash towards market in case you have teammates trying to push through. Just come towards the middle of the stairs area, aim as shown, and do a running throw. This is a maximum velocity flash, so it should blind enemies instantly and they will not expect it at all. The next flash is the same flash towards market. Come towards the edge of this pillar and just move a bit behind, don't stick to the wall, and aim as shown and do a simple left click throw. This should also pop flash anybody holding market, and maybe even pizza, which is also good. You could also do a simple back throw that I had discussed before, but as I said, the velocity is quite small, so it's a bit easier to dodge. But you have already come so forward, right? So you can like act as an aggressive duelist like I do and just simply do a running right click flash. That should also work. Here's a simple backwards flash towards short that you could use to peek, but as I said, the velocity is quite bad. If you do a left click flash from the most backwards area, you will not be able to blind enemies close. So this is not the best flash. You could also flash bouncing on the wall, which is also a very good flash as well. You can try that. Now be main. In most cases that I have seen, people simply flash on the front wall or do a backwards flash. That's not really the best flash. What you could do instead is come towards the section shown, aim high. This is an approximate lineup. You don't really have to be precise with it. Just run and throw as you enter B main. They should flash in front of you. It should be a pop flash, and you don't have to like cover or you don't have to like look behind and stuff. You can just simply look forward. And this is a really good flash if you want your teammates to push through. The next flash is a flash where B executes. Just come towards the edge shown, aim as shown, and simply do a left click throw. This should flash anybody holding CT, holding aggressive market, cubby, lane. So it's a really good flash to peek angles. But it won't flash close to stairs, so you will have to molly it or be careful with it. The argument also remains, many of you may be thinking, why don't I simply just bounce off the wall and just flash? You could do that, but in high ranks, pop flashes are more effective because these flashes are quite easy to dodge. If there is an Oper holding CT, the Oper will see the flash coming through, he will just hide behind, he or she will just hide behind and just peek later again when they need it. The same thing with the market person will see the flash coming through, the person will hide and re-peek again. So it's not really the most effective flash. If you're on low ranks, it might work, but if you're in high ranks, this won't work. And next flash is a flash towards mid in case you want your teammates to peek through. This flash will blind anybody short and aggressive mid as well. So it's a really good flash to peek both sides. Just come towards the bottom of stairs, aim as shown, and simply do a left click throw. This should blind anybody like a short, aggressive mid, pizza, market, etc. Next is a retake flash for B side. Just come towards the pillar's edge, aim at the tip over here, do a left click throw. It's a good flash because it blinds everybody inside except the stairs person, but I'm pretty sure you'll already be like having control of stairs by the time you flash this. It's a really good flash. Next is an aggressive flash towards CT in case you have your teammates trying to push through and take aggressive control of CT. Just come towards the edge of the pillar again, aim as shown, and do a left click flash. This will pop at enemies' faces. Anybody who is holding towards CT, towards heaven, towards shorts, towards pizza, everybody will be blind, and it's a pretty decent flash. And yeah, those are some of the flashes that I had found out. I'm pretty sure there are more flashes that you could use and find and discover. This is just part 1. I might upload a part 2 of these ASCENT pop flashes because there are many. So do make sure to subscribe if you don't want to miss them. And yeah, that's the end of this video. These are some pop flashes that you could use and train your muscle memory. The hopes is that you use these left click flashes and get used to them. At some point you will be able to flash for your teammates without having to worry about incorrect lineups and stuff. Just keep practicing the left click flashes, and at some point of time the muscle memory will overtake you and you should be able to judge the approximate distances. Many CS pros do the same. They have like flashed so many times, they have practiced so many times to the point that they know exactly the distance that the left click flash will go in. So the same can be applied here, and I hope it works out. See you guys next time.